Getty. Trump praised the strikes, writing on Twitter this morning. He said, "A perfectly executed strike last night. Thank you to France and the United Kingdom for their wisdom and the power of their fine military. Could not have had a better result. Mission accomplished." The president added that he's so proud of our great military, which will soon be, after the spending of billions of fully approved dollars, the finest that our country has ever had. There won't be anything, or anyone, even close. The U.S. also rubbished Russia's claims that Syria had shot down 71 of its 103 missiles. Moscow had claimed Syrian air defenses had intercepted 71 of 103 cruise missiles fired by coalition forces. Syrian TV has described the attack by the U.S. and its allies as a flagrant violation of international law. During a press conference this morning, Russia's Colonel General Sergei Rudskoy said Syrian military facilities had suffered only minor damage and claimed that the Syrian air defenses took out the 71 missiles, but the U.S. military dismissed the claims outright, saying no missiles had been shot down or in any way affected by Syrian air defenses. At a press conference this afternoon, a Pentagon spokesman even said the U.S., UK and French missiles had hit their targets and the mission was over before Syrian military even got a single defensive missile airborne. A perfectly executed strike last night. Thank you to France and the United Kingdom for their wisdom and the power of their fine military. Could not have had a better result. Mission accomplished. Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump. April 14, 2018. If Damascus was hit overnight. At a White House press conference this afternoon, Lieutenant General Kenneth McKenzie, the director of the Joint Staff, said U.S., UK and French forces had faced no military engagement in the airstrikes in the early hours of this morning. Lieutenant General Kenneth McKenzie said, "There was no military response from actors in Syria." He added Syrians' air defensive efforts were ineffective and the mission was over before Syrian military even got a single defensive missile airborne. However, the spokesman added eventually Syria launched 40 unguided missiles and warned they could have ended up killing their own people. McKenzie said, "No Syrian weapon had any effect on anything we did." Of Syria attack, the U.S. says they hit every target. He said the coordinated strikes which struck targets in Syria overnight will set the country's chemical weapons capability back for years, and the strikes were aimed to deliver an unambiguous signal to the Syrian government and deter the future use of chemical weapons. Chemical weapons agents were found at one of the target sites. He hailed the mission as a success, noting that a lot of equipment and materials associated with chemical weapons had been destroyed. When asked if they are prepared for a battle with Assad if he retaliated, he said, "We're ready for anything." But Chief Pentagon spokesperson Dana White said the next steps taken would depend on what al-Assad did next.